Hello to puppy. Hello to papa. Oh wow, mail actually came in today. And nothing there, really. It's all nothing but bullshit. Hi, papa, papa. Oh my goodness. Huh. What's this? Man, this tree is all hauled down now. It's like it's all holes now. Little tunnels. You actually filled the tunnel in this one a little bit. Right there, yeah. I wonder. Oh wow, it's like a whole system in there. You can see the other side over there. It's like a little den. Huh. I wonder if it's a mouse or a squirrel or what that lives in here. Huh. Hey, buddy. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I was over here. He just kept on walking like, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh, you silly dog. Come on. There you go. Oh my goodness, you goofy goober. Oh my goodness. Bada bing, bada bing. Bada bada. Coffee. There you go. I'll see that for now. It is chilly. Fucking cold today. Alright. Okay, there we go. This just. Yeah. Oh wait, that doesn't go in there. Fuck. I'll recycle then. Damn. That was just fucking horribly off. Just miserably off. Good lord. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Finally. Jeez. Yeah. It's the Bluetooth. Yeah, Dios mío. We'll put this. We'll put this stuff up. Oh, not that. Come on. There we go. Oh, fucking God. Man, stay at one spot. Get this going. Oh. Hopefully this will help start waking up more of the brain. Aye. Man, my throat's honestly feeling a little bit from yesterday. So we're doing some like the growly karaoke's and laughing my fucking ass so hard like I was, Jesus Christ. My voice feels beat. It sounds beat. So, gotta love it. Damn it, you Venom. Fuck, I like reading your shit. First thing you do is cause me to go in a laughing coffin fit. Oh my God. You didn't say anything? He was mad, but he didn't say shit. Oh my God. Well, I have a feeling that you probably are going to hear him bitch about that at some point. But still, that's funny. So, hey mom, you know about step douche, right? And he's just like there. Legit didn't mean to say it too. So, well, I think you've just got it so much into your head that now that it's your brain now just automatically thinks step douche. Oh my God. Yeah, still that's just amusing. Here. Let's see. Let's see what's going on for the news right now. Oh my God. Well, I guess Zukov. I was wanting to say some news. What? What is it? What? What the fuck, bro? Dude. Bruh. Brr. Shut up. Oh my lord. Sit. Come on, sit. In a recent chapter of the manga series I'm reading, a character I really liked bit the dust. Can't say the outcome is surprising. It has me down. Damn. When a good character dies in a series, that honestly does kind of truly suck. It's just like, what the fuck. In Boruto, they nerfed Naruto and Sasuke to give gay-ass Boruto power. Don't know too much about the Naruto though, woman. Let's talk about Record of Ragnarok. Record of Ragnarok. That sounds actually kind of a cool, like, series, actually. Got a new vape today. I'm also not sure about the flavor. Strawberry mimosa. I mean, that sounds good to me. Not sure about the flavor. Sounds like a delicious sweet berry time. You know, kind of a surface weeb. I like the normie animes, and that's about it. Well, I'm not really that much of a weeb anyway. Like, I mean, I'm not like, you know, gonna be like, oh my god, fuck weebs about it. Like, honestly, there's been animes or like mangas I've like delved into a little bit, like tangentially. I'm like, alright, it's kind of cool. So, there's good shit out there. If anything, honestly, I'd say that like weeboos, you know, usually, like I'm talking like hardcore weeboos, like they usually do the disservice because whenever there's like an anime or a manga or some shit that goes into the mainstream, and a lot of people end up like liking it a lot, like Attack on Titan, for example. They basically, like, weaves are all like, oh, well, that shit sucks now. It's like, you probably have, like, 1,000 plus, like, more, like, potential weebs, and you're all like, nah, what you're into actually sucks, you need to be in this stuff. It's like, you don't think it ain't gonna turn people off? Because it kind of does. Because weebs are just, like, super puritanical about, like, what they like. And they even do it to each other. You know, it's just like, where they will like, oh, your anime is actually not that good. You know, Cosimo Uko 5 is actually the best one. No, like, Dashima Uko 4 is actually the best anime, bruh. Has nothing in comparison to your shit. Or whatever the fuck, dude. It's like, oh my god. I want to like One Piece, but I want to watch 1,000 episodes. Welcome to the life of people who get into TV shows and that are consistently ongoing. I mean, that's just like how it be sometimes with some shit. And honestly, I mean, why not though? You know, not that I'm, you know, thinking about doing it myself, getting into it or some shit. If you skip filler arcs, that cuts down time. Yeah, like for a show that, and for a manga that has so much going on, I mean, you really think you have to, like, delve into every little thing. Like, I mean, there's a lot of filler shit. That's over 1,000 plus episodes. Which, frankly, I think that's insane in itself. Like, I mean, I don't know why One Piece has so much going on. Like, I mean, but whatever, you know? Like, that's how it is, so... But I'm assuming a good chunk of that, I'd say at least like a good 30+% of that shit is at least like, you know, just filler shit. In fact, I'd argue probably way more than that. Merchandising, well, of course. Merchandising. Spaceballs to coffee mugs, Spaceballs to video games, Spaceballs to t-shirts, Spaceballs to flamethrower. The Ballcat Super Sentai seasons have 50 episodes, let alone something with 1,000 plus. It's a good story though. Funny story. The author intended to be much shorter, but here we are now. The author intended it to be shorter. Yeah, this will be like a quick, like little 10-part series or something like that. 8,000 parts later. Yeah, so I'll wrap it up here pretty soon. You know, just give me about a couple more seasons, and we'll have a nice bow for this. 8,000 episodes later. So anyway, yeah, I'll wrap it up here pretty. Apparently it was supposed to last like 2 to 5 years. It started in 1999, I think. So it was meant to be something that was... Jesus Christ, this is almost old as me. The show is almost old as me. I'm like a little older than this. Dude, oh my god, there's like some kids who are probably into this show that are... And that show is older than them. Oh my god. There we go. Fuck another one. A fucking another one, really. This time in goddamn Nashville. What's details on this one? Covenant Presbyterian Church School. This one happened at a private, like, school this time. A woman, huh? Sure describes a 20-year-old Nashville woman with 2 fucking rifles and a handgun. Huh. Oh, and what I'm reading is, of course, another fucking shooting, by the way. In Nashville, Tennessee. 3 kids, 3 adults, Covenant School, some private elementary school or some shit, I guess. Yeah, wow, yeah, God love America, another one. Woo. I was thinking it was another train derailment. Well, I mean, you know, that doesn't really get enough if it bleeds, it leads, unless it's like Palestine, I guess, or East Palestine. Shootings have more if it bleeds, it leads potential, I guess. So, of course, you know, those are going to be blasted up everywhere. And, of course, they're going to have more, like, just hyper-partisan back and forth over this, and nothing actually gets done again. It's like, we need to start banning rifles and shit. No, we need to make sure everyone has a gun. It's like, God fuck, dude. It's like, ugh. It generally gets so... It's honestly to a point where it actually kind of pisses me off more than anything. Not because, like, oh, they keep happening, but because of, like, how people just fucking react to it. Like, I'm just, like, numb to the fact that we have shootings in this country. I'm just pissed off that we just, like, have such a hyper-partisan back and forth and don't actually give an actual fuck, you know, about addressing the issue. No one does. Like, it's either just start banning shit or everyone should get one. Like, basically. That's literally the root of, like, how people react to this shit. It's like, oh, start banning shit or, like, oh, everyone needs to try to get a gun now. Like, start loosening regulations or, like, or whatever the fuck. It's like, there's nothing, you know, when it comes to, like, anything else, you know, that is discussed. It's just hyper extreme one way or the other with the shit. And what happens? Well, nothing besides another one that will happen within a few weeks or months' time, and then the same cycle happens again. And this is coming from a dude that likes firearms and shit. I mean, I was tinkering with mine earlier. I have it right here. I didn't even put it back in my safe yet. Yeah, I just have it chilling there right now. But, like, I mean, fuck. I'm a guy that likes them. I like playing around with them. I tinker with this shit, but motherfuck, dude. How hard is it to, like... you know, understand that, like, you know, firearmship can be an okay thing, but have, like, some strong accessibility restrictions and, like, very enforceable, like, very heavily enforced, you know, laws when it comes to responsibility, safety as shit. Like, it should not be, like, you know, a hard fucking, you know, thing at all. And frankly, it's just like, you know, if these, you know, conservatives are all like, well, the criminals will just get the guns anyway, then still, man, they're shit. Be like, well, then you shouldn't have a problem with someone like you being able to go through the legal process to know that your firearms and your shit and your stuff that you own, like, you know, how I own this, right? It's like, you know, then you should be okay, and you know, with the fact that, you know, there is a legal, you know, system where we know what are legal firearms, and or at least, you know, what are in the hands of legal owners. Because then when it comes to people that are criminally owning firearms and shit, then they will get a heavy fucking punishment. Including to the people that, you know, gave it to them. Because then we can at least, you know, have some sort of a basis of, you know, backtracking how, you know, the criminals got the fucking guns in the first place. Because the people who sold it to them also need to be held liable. So it's like, that shouldn't be, like, a big ooh-woo scary thing for conservatives, but it is, because they're sold on the hyper-partisan bullshit, thinking that the slightest little fucking regulation is a ban. When it's not. Like, nothing I said has anything to do with banning anything. But that's not what they're gonna hear. And it's so fucking retarded. It's like, ugh. I get numb to the shootings. I'm just pissed off at how people react to it at this point. It's like, God fuck, dude. So annoying. Because we just keep having the same fucking shit over and over again, dude. It's like, fuck. I mean, it's like, I don't even really need to, like, go for the extra details. I mean, there really isn't. It looked like it literally just happened, like, hours ago. So we're not going to find too much information about it. I'm honestly kind of surprised it was, you know, a woman. I will admit that. You usually don't hear women doing mass shootings. I think the last time I specifically directly remember one was the San Bernardino shooters, and because they're Islamic extremists. You know, it was a couple, a man and a woman. So it's like, that was the only time that I could think of, and I think the last time before then was, like, technically the first school shooting that happened in the U.S. back in the 70s. Oh, wait, and then there was the YouTube shooter in the YouTube HQ. There was that lady. So it's like, you can kind of, like, you know, name the female shooters on, like, in like your hand, while, like, the rest of them are just, like, you know, usually, you know, just like white dudes. Which, that's another thing. Is actually looking at the serious, legitimate roots as to why the fuck, you know, these things happen. And I'm not talking just, like, strictly, like, oh, mental health or accessibility. I mean, like, everything. Like, what are the conditions in the environment that people are in that lead them to be in this type of situation? What's, like, the, you know, conditions? What's their, like, you know, mental health like? What, all this shit. I mean, all this does absolutely play a fucking role. And yet, like, none of that's considered. Like, it's not even discussed. I mean, right-wingers will use the mental health argument, but they never fucking mean it. And then, like, people on, you know, like, the progressive liberal side of things, you know, may say it, but never actually push forward a substantive like solution to it besides, again, banning shit like AR style weapons. Which, by the way, if you're gonna be banning AR style weapons, how in the fuck is what about this then? Like, I mean, honestly, like, this is an AK. This is not an AR. It's a totally different type of weapon. Like, how in the fuck, you know, does like banning AR and AR style, like, cause I guess the fact that it's a rifle, there's nothing about this that's an AR style type of gun. Nothing about it. Like, I mean, the whole like verbiage around it, it's annoying. I do find it annoying because there's just so many people on really, frankly, both ends that are just retarded about it. Like, either because they want to keep their little pretty pew-pew toys and the little big, like, explosive dildos, you know, and then you got people who are just, like, hyper scared of them and don't want anything to do with them at all. Which I'm fine. If you don't like them, fine. I don't care. You don't have to like guns. I don't give a shit. Like, I mean, I like them, though. And I think there's plenty of people like me out there that can handle their shit. And, like, there's like no like cohesive, reasonable way to address this issue. So, like, seriously, like, there's plenty of fucking countries out there, like Switzerland, like Germany, for fuck's sake. Like, there's a lot of countries that have firearms. Like, if I was in Switzerland, I, as a Swiss citizen, could own something like this. I mean, you know, and a lot of, actually, well, maybe not like that. They usually have like surplus, you know, old Swiss military gear and shit, because Swiss make top-notch gun. You know, like, they just make some top-tier shit. You know, so it's like, you know, when it comes to that shit, like, I mean, you know, like, a lot of countries have legal and, like, accessible firearm ownership, and there's no problems about this shit. Though, at the same time, they also kind of give it a little bit of enough of a shit about their people to where they're not, like, desperate and left out and feel like, you know, all they got left is, you know, going out with a bang. Literally. Either, you know, it's just like, I mean, it's just insane. Like, there's just never, like, you know, a legitimately, like, proper conversation about this type of shit. And the thing is, like, you know, people be like, well, what's the solution then? And it's like, what the fuck? It's just like, what, you think, you know, like, me saying, hey, like, y'all are being stupid about this, you know, doesn't kind of imply what I'm saying? It's like, restriction accessibility, like, you know, and if anything, give, like, a general broader background check about, like, you know, someone's background, not just, you know, with their mental health, but also when it comes to criminal stuff, and, you know, maybe see how their home environment's like, you know, and, like, honestly, like, there's the whole thing about, like, you know, how partners might have an abusive partner, or an abusive husband, or some shit, or abusive wife, you know, maybe more rare. And, you know, the, you know, fact that maybe something like this, being in that type of household, might actually play a far more of a danger, despite maybe everybody being able to, like, handle their shit, so to speak, but one of them got a problem with a temper. It's like, even if the person is not that, you know, person with a temper and an abuser, like, the fact that, you know, there's a weapon in there like that does play a major fucking role. And it doesn't mean that, like, that person, oh, you specifically can't be allowed one. It's, like, due to, you know, circumstances, the parameters, you know, it's just for now. Like, if you aren't living with this person anymore, or they leave or move out or whatever the fuck, then, you know, you'll be fine. Or at least, you know, making sure there's at least a safe, you know, or something. Like, there needs to at least be, like, a sense of, like, secured sense of, like, hey, you know, where are you storing that shit? Where, you know, are you gonna have it? Like, where you know where it is, and only you can get to that shit. And, like, and how are you storing it and stuff like that, and the whole nine. Just basic shit. Shouldn't be that hard. I mean, like, as far as I'm concerned, like, at least having, like, some sort of a basic idea of, like, a DMV for guns, so to speak, like, you get a license, you know, that says, hey, you know, I, you know, pass and qualified to own firearms and shit. And that essentially lets you, you know, purchase the firearms and shit. You know, of course, every time you still get one, you still have to go for a background check and a training course, you know, when acquiring one, at least in my opinion. And, you know, but you would also go through very strict, very regimented, detailed checks, you know, when it comes to getting the permit. That's where a lot of the, you know, firewall is. You know, and when it comes to, like, a licensing type of system. And that doesn't mean that, like, oh, the guns themselves are specifically on the registry. They're on your registry, on you as an individual, on your permit, on your license when it comes to you as the owner of those things. Like, I mean, it's not like the gun themselves somehow on the Gov's registry. It's just, you know, tied to your name, so if the Gov, for whatever reason, needs to access that information, then they can. and it's easy. You know, they don't have to go fucking going on some sort of like, you know, oh, where's like the needle in the haystack type of hunt, find out where it went. Let me say one of the most backwards opinions. They're like, yeah, my dad used to put cigars out of my neck when I was little. I thought I was being an asshole, but looking back, I think it was his way of showing tough love to me. He made it to me alright today. Turned out fine. Bro, I don't think you did. Yeah, no shit, dude. Sukov, hey! Well, Jesus Christ, we have a home invader. Well, goddamn it, the founding fathers attended the home invasion, you know, to be settled proper. How you doing? What's up, Harley? Just as the founding fathers attended, what? I kind of figured it was me, so coming here. Dude, he's got like a big ass Joe Camel sign. And a mask.
I fucking love this. It took it forever to fucking get here, but god damn, this thing is cool. I bet no one knows what movie this is from. Show it in the chat. There's no. Yeah, I'll be highly surprised if anyone knows what movie that's from.
I'm trying to take a guess, but I would assume, give me a hint.
It's a car movie.
Okay, I kind of figured that,
It has to deal with prison.
Death Race?
Oh shit, he actually got it right. Oh, limb of a guess.
Well, you know, honestly, I was thinking Death something, but I kept thinking Death Wish for some reason, but, like, that's why
another good movie, though. I like Death Wish, oh, no, not Death Wish.
Is that Jason X in space? No, it was, it's Death Wish, or Death Race. See, my brain wants to keep saying Death Wish now in my head. I knew it looked kind of familiar, because I've seen Death Race a little bit. You get that Joe Camel sign over here, that looks dope.
Which one?
Oh, what? There's more?
Yeah, 2 of them, why?
Oh,
they're about to get murdered.
What are you gonna do with them?
I'm gonna cut them.
Why?
I'm basically gonna cut it right here. Take the whole white part off.
Well, you can remove that, I would assume.
No.
I mean, why not? I mean, you could put, like, some cool words there and stuff.
No, I'm cutting off the white part.
But then it, like... But that kind of, like, you know, degrades, you know, like, the value of it, though. That's...
Do I look like I give a fuck?
I mean, I'm just saying.
I'm promoting smoking now.
Dude, what the fuck? Why does he look so suave, dude? He looks so suave, dude. What the hell? Like, hey, yo, Joe Camel, why you looking pimpin', dude? Fucking looking like a mob associate.
Not again. Well, at least it wasn't that full.
Fucking looking like a mob associate in that fucking piece right there. Damn.
What up, buddy?
My dad had Camel's jacket when he smoked fast packs of Camel. Damn.
Oh yeah, dude. Fucking cigarette companies used to be the shit.
Yeah, my dad has a bunch of like Marlboro like jackets and sleeping bags and stuff like that.
Does your dad have jackets? I've never seen jackets. I've seen sleeping bags.
Yeah, I just don't know where he has them, but yeah, I've seen him around before. He has them like stored somewhere. It might be honestly like.
I'm not surprised your dad would get like some fucking Marbs merch. He smokes like a carton of fucking like of Marbs in like what 3 to 4 days.
Well, you used to. I'd say like, dude, he used to smoke like a pack a day, you know, like, you know, at his peak, like a pack and a half. But at this point, like, he could go for a pack in like about a week-ish.
I can't talk shit.
Like, honestly, he's cut back when it comes to like smoking. He still does, but he doesn't really do it as much as he used to.
What a boy.
You little sweet puppy. Oh, look at that happy boy.
Me and my buddy at work.
Oh.
We were talking shit because we didn't think the mask was actually going to show up. Because it came from fucking Indonesia.
I mean, it'll just take a while for it to show up, but yeah, I mean, it'll eventually show up.
I was so fucking surprised when it was at work. It was just like,
Here. I wish Ignar had read my combat genetic locks on guns. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, let me go back up. Install genetic locks on guns. So like fingerprint ID. Honestly, they already make that. Like that type of like lock type of system already exists. At least where it comes to gun safes and stuff. And I'm fine.
Yeah, even more signage.
And I'm totally okay with it. Honestly, like, I mean, I think there should at least be, like, a safe that has, like, some sort of a pin pad or some sort of, like, combination or an ID or, like, a fingerprint ID. Something that is, you know, something that only you can really know or decipher. I mean, the safe I have is either a pin, it's like a pin pad lock, but it also is a key lock. So, you know, if I, like, for whatever reason, like, the pin pad died or, you know, shit like that, then, you know, I can just use the key to unlock it if I need to. Which I have in my room. I'm not going to put the key in the same fucking room as the safe, so. Well, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, DNA locks, where you have, like, a fingerprint lock, you know, stuff like that, yeah. But then people's evil twins could get their guns. Well, isn't it, like, the one thing about identical twins is that, like, isn't the one thing, at least, is that they don't have the same fingerprints and shit? Like, they still technically have different genetics, you know, even though they pretty much look the same. I mean, you know, it's just a different combination of the same genetics. So, like, I mean, it's not exactly the same. Though I suppose, I mean, yeah, I mean, at the same time, though, I mean, maybe there's enough of a similarity. I don't know, at least when it comes to, like, a fingerprint, at least for me, because, I mean, look at mine. Like, see, I got, like, some calluses, I got, like, you know, marks on it and shit. Like, it's not, like, a 100%, like, print. Like, there's, you know, like, a lot of, you know, like, scarring and a lot of, like, callusing and, you know, some burn marks and shit like that. So, my prints are legit dead very fucking ass unique. Like, no one's gonna be able to have these, you know what I mean? So, I mean, like, even if it was, like, the DNA factor, there's just going to be, you know, those type of factors as well that, you know, play a role, so. Is that a flag?
Yeah, why?
Well, what is it? Let me see.
Confederate flag.
Well, obviously it's not.
How do you know?
Because it wasn't red, blue, or white. You know, the colors that would stand out. It was a black flag of some sort. Is it a pirate flag?
Goddamn, he's doing way too well.
Oh my god, wow, Jesus Christ, I'm guessing him right on the ball today. Dude, yesterday I was having the same thing, honestly. Like, I was at work and I kind of got, at the meat counter, I had like a little line of people that popped up for a second. It was the only time there was like a line at work that day, or yesterday. But, like, people were wanting like, oh, can I have a half pound of this, or like a 3/4 of a pound of that, blah, 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 blah. And, like, every time I would, like, you know, cut people's, you know, meat up and shit, I was like, right on the ball every time. Every single time.
Yes, Jolly Roger.
Of course, wow, Jesus Christ, I was right.
I'm moving some of my inventory of crap I have hanging on my walls over here.
So you can kind of add more character to in there. Whoa.
It's not loaded.
Well, I don't give a fuck.
Actually, is it loaded?
I mean, it's a staple gun. I would hope it ain't. Well,
Like I said, it's loaded.
duh.
I need more staples.
Even if it's a staple gun, like, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, yo, don't point that at me. I mean, I got something that could upgrade, you know, a 1-up on firepower, okay? You don't want me pointing that.
No, because I aimed right at your eyeball. Ha-ta! Wait, I saw...
Well, with how close you are, I don't need to aim. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I caught that. I was all like, oh shit, what happened?
Zukov, back off or I'll shoot you in the ass.
Don't be shooting him in the ass. He didn't do anything. Oh, look at you, baby. Come here, boy. Come here, Zukov. Oh my god, what butt. Come here. He's just staring at me dumbly.
Your dad sucks.
What?
Oh, never mind. No, he doesn't.
Okay. I was about to say what now, and okay.
I was about to say, why the fuck does he have an empty box of fucking staples? Like an empty box that has no staples in it, but he has staples in it.
Honestly, I'm surprised Harley hasn't ever caused you serious bodily harm. Well,
I have.
Well, there's bodily harm, but then there's serious bodily harm. He hasn't done serious bodily harm, but he has done, like, you know, not serious bodily harm.
Oh, what? No. Oh.
Sometimes unintentionally and sometimes intentionally. It just kind of depends on the circumstances. Though I've done the same thing to him, too, though, honestly. I know a guy who stapled his dick to his leg accidentally and he screamed higher than I've ever heard before when it happened. Ow!
I don't even know what you're saying ow about. What?
I know a guy, this is Venom. I know a guy who stapled his dick to his leg accidentally and screamed higher than I've ever heard him scream before.
Okay, for what? How the fuck do you accidentally shoot yourself with a staple gun?
Dude, you'd be surprised. That's why you don't play with a staple gun. Hey, you want to play hot potato with this landmine? Oh yeah, like we're just out in eastern Ukraine, you know, trying to clear landmines. Dude, honestly, have you seen some videos of that? Dude, some people don't give a fuck. I shit you not. Like, there are some videos of, like, Ukrainians, like, who will find anti-personnel or anti-tank mines. And they usually do this with anti-tank mines because they require a lot of pressure to go off. So, usually, somebody can kind of gently pick it up and be okay. Dude, these motherfuckers will literally just walk up to an anti-tank mine on the road and just pick that fucker up and then just casually walk over to a ditch and just lay it there. Or just, like, you know, toss it like a frisbee, or literally just start kicking it like it's a fucking, like, ball, you know, off the road or some shit. I'm just like, what the fuck, bro?
Oh, he has a lot of staples, but none that'll fit my gun.
And every now and then, like, I'm not even kidding, dead ass, there'll be, like, sometimes you'll see these dudes just shooting them. Like, they'll be standing from, like, 10 feet away and being like, alright, here, we'll just go boom. That didn't hit it. Alright, yeah, alright, alright, that didn't hit it either. Oh shit, that hit it, okay. Alright, mine blown up. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, oh yeah, shoot a landmine from like 10 feet away. That's a good idea. But, hey, they're fine, apparently. Like, no one gets hurt. Like, you know, and then apparently they're having fun. Like, the videos, a lot of them are laughing and shit, so evidently they're having a time with it, so. But it also makes me realize why women live way longer than men, too. So, yeah. I've been trying to scavenge Russian tanks to sell for the government as a bounty. I'm sure they use whatever tank they can get. Dude. Like, the Ukrainian government literally sees those tanks as fucking worthless. They don't want those tanks. That's the reason why they have a bounty and like, are giving money to people so cheap for them. Because they could just literally melt those down or, like, you know, repurpose all that for other shit. Like, break down the armor and put it on, like, APCs and other stuff. Like, they're not going to put, you know, those parts on other tanks. They're going to use that for other shit. In fact, Russia's sending, like, T-54s and T-55s now. Like, tanks from the fucking 50s. And from what I understand, apparently they're meant to be mobile artillery. Like, every now and then we'll check out this YouTube channel that kind of, like, talks about some of the kind of more interesting behind-the-scenes stuff, like this type of shit, like, you know, Russia sending T-54s and shit, and he was like, you know, and he's actually a vet, so Ryan Macbeth, I think, and he basically was saying that, like, the main reason why is because a lot of the actual, like, artillery, like the main mobile artillery guns that Russia has at their disposal, a lot of their barrels and a lot of their firing mechanisms have kind of, like, worn through the service, so they're going back to the factories to be changed. So because of that, they're sending out old ass, you know, like T-54s and T-55s because Iran has modern artillery shells that fit the 100 millimeter gun for those tanks. So Iran's been giving Russia these like shells and stuff that would fit that, and then essentially use those T-54s and T-55s as mobile artillery. So I mean, it's a interesting tactic, frankly. I mean, I don't think we're going to be seeing T-54s battling it out with, like, Leopard tanks and shit like that. They're going to play support roles, from what it seems like. I just roasted up through Chatelaine. If it does explode, fine. If it does, fine. It's a win-win for me. Jesus Christ. Jeez. This should be good. Wait, what's this? When's your first day at the Justice League?
Oh, really? Yeah, man, that's the coolest person you could ever meet. You'll love him once you see him. What a relief, because that incident happened today. That's my first meeting. Justice League? Superman, you're just like one of my idols. I'm so happy to be in the Justice League. And even though like those 20 people died today, don't tell them that. What you doing? Well, I thought you said cool. What y'all whispering about? Oh, it's nothing, Superman. No, it's about the 20 people that fucking died today, right? It wasn't my fault though, Superman. Man, who the fuck was it then? You told me to go out to tell people exactly what I did. Stop yelling, stop crying too. Stop. Now, like I was saying, 20 people died. We need perfection. Where's everybody at? New guy, where are you at? Wipe that face off you right now. I'll choke your ass right now. You leave him alone. Batman, what the fuck you gonna do?
You leave him alone.
I am the knight. Okay. You know I planned for that shit, bitch. Oh, damn. Okay, I didn't plan for that one. Good shit, Superman. Like I was saying, y'all must have forgot this is not my plan. I will blow this bitch the fuck up. I'll take long. I'll get out of here. Do not stop your crime. Stop. Oh, you better stop. Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna blow this bitch the fuck up right now. Everybody's gonna fucking cry. I'm not gonna stand for this. Shazam!
Oh my god.
Who else wanted? I will blow this bitch the fuck up. I'm not playing. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm about to do it right now.
What? Come in here and all I hear is static.
Oh, not that one. No. You got it.
Is that all of it? Yeah, it looks like it's just some low cuts at the end of it. Damn. Superman seems like he has a little bit of a temper. Might need a Snickers. Yeah, just a little bit. Might need a Snickers.
There we go.
Wait, what? If you're attracted to her, you're latent homosexual? Sorry, I don't make the rules. I mean, she's pretty attractive, yeah. Call me Ghost Rider then, because I am flaming. It's true. Thanks a lot, be here all week. Well, I must be the big gay then. A latent, outright gay. Utter gay. Silver Kryptonite gets Superman high. Awesome. A base Tennessee Dem introduced legislation that would ban Bible if Republicans ban drag. Why is it Democrats in, like, red states that are suddenly becoming base? Like, there's been, like, what is it, in, like, Nebraska or some shit? You know, where there's, like, that filibuster's been going on for, like, a while now. And then, like, that's going on. There's been, like, I mean, honestly, like, and there's been, like, these, like, state-based, like, Democrats in red states that are just suddenly popping off. Just popping the fuck off. It's like, where the fuck is this energy? It's like, can we have the... It's Zukov! Hey! It's like, can we have that energy, like, you know, for, you know, like, on a national level? For context, the last tweet I sent was parrying this one. Wait, if you're attracted to her, you're a latent homosexual? Dude, thick thighs though, and they're fit. But dude, a booty. I mean, bruh, how like? Well, I'm also insanely hyper gay. I'm like the biggest gay to gay, dude. I'm the biggest gay to ever gay, dude. If that's the case, like I'm the biggest homosexual to ever homosexual. If like, you know, I'm attracted to that then because my God, son. Like, bruh, with the booty and the thighs I'm seeing there, and just like the athletic fitness and all that shit, it's just like, hell yeah.
The better question is, should I put on safety goggles for this?
Yes.
Take votes in the chat. Safety goggles or no safety goggles?
Do you want a her, she bar or a he, him? Oh my God, fam, no. One of them has nuts, and if I have to tell you which, then shrug.
Oh, that reminds me.
What?
Catch.
A Snickers?
Yeah. I have a bunch of them in my bag.
Oh. I'll put this over here. I'm not gonna keep getting that ad, by the way. Those her, she, and he, him bars. Oh my fucking God.
He, him bars. What the fuck?
On my stream? Wait, I get ads on my stream? Huh. Wear safety goggles, but don't actually wear them like you have them on your forehead.
What?
Wear safety goggles, but not like how you should wear them.
Oh, so this have them on my hat?
Or just like anywhere else on your body, I guess.
I love these degenerates. I bet your ass is actually surprised I showed up.
Like well, you told me you were gonna show up today, so I kind of figured dog going off earlier was that. Ugh.
Etsy. For the one time I've used Etsy, it actually showed up.
I use it all the time, and there's only been one time where something didn't show up. It did when I messaged the seller about it. You know, they were like, "Oh fuck," and you know, sent it like pretty much immediately after I said.
The reason we thought it wasn't going to show up because every time we looked up the shipping fucking
It didn't have a tracker?
No, it had a tracker, but it said it was stuck in customs.
It usually does that sometimes. Like, I mean, I'll get that, and by the time it's delivered, then all of a sudden it just like mass updates like everything else when I'm looking at the tracker and shit. It does that sometimes.
Now if I could just find the goddamn jumpsuit he wears in that movie. Dude, everywhere I've looked for his jumpsuit he wears in the movie is sold fucking out.
Damn.
So like, god damn it! I have really bad ideas, but once I learn how to drive clutch, I really just want to drive around with this mask on.
I feel like you're gonna get pulled over a lot with that.
I really just want to see the cops' reaction when they just look over and you can't see my face at all, and all you see is two slots. The only flaw with this, there's no smoke hole. No smoke hole.
I mean, good. You don't deserve to have one.
There's also no mouth hole in this either.
You don't deserve to have one either.
All you get is two. This is like, when I got it, I was like, holy shit. The only thing that's missing to make this 100% movie accurate is there should be a fucking black hood that comes back and it goes on the back of my head.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you can easily put that on there yourself.
I could, but I'm lazy.
Well,
I don't want to
quit
ruin. I could do it with like a cheap ass staple gun, but I really don't.
Or just do glue.
I really don't want to ruin their nice handiwork.
Well, just do glue instead.
I'm wondering if it's made of fiberglass or just like hard plastic.
I don't fucking know.
It's beautiful.
I think Customs just doesn't care about people smoking cannabis anymore. It's
back to me.
Well, I think it's just because the marijuana seeds, you know, themselves are fine. Like, it's the plant itself that's the problem, I guess. Like, there wouldn't be anything inherently wrong about, smuggling pot seeds or whatever, from overseas or whatever the fuck. I mean, you could technically order, like, psilocybin, mushroom spores and grow it and shit online and have it shipped to your door. So, I wouldn't cheat with that. I guess, like, depending on what customs to go through, it just depends on, it's like, hey, does the people operating that shit have a stick up their ass, or they did not give a fuck? For seeds? Dude, it's Alabama, man. Like, quit using Alabama as, like, some sort of a national, like, staple of, like, how things work, because Alabama's just a backwards horse fucking hick backwater, dude. Like, it's just some backwater horse fucking hick county, level shit. Like, they barely deserve to have states' rights, let alone be a state. Is how I fucking see Idaho up here. It's fucking backwater. It's like, and they are not the basis of how, it's like broadly, the zeitgeist is in the country. The fuck are you doing? Zukoff is following him now. He heard the crinkle. He heard your crinkling of the bag, and he thought you were giving him treats.
What?
He thought you were giving him treats.
Fuck no. My Doritos, bitch.
That you have to deal with. Well, it's not the fucking, like, the absolute. Dude, like, pretty much how, like, Alabama treats, like, most shit over there is the exact opposite of how we do things up here. Weed, like, unless you're directly smoking weed in front of a fucking cop, no one gives a shit. Like, unless, like, you're fucking, like, I mean, there's just, like, so many different fucking things, like, that basically where technically you could get fined or put in jail or this or that or whatever the fuck. Most, like, no one gives a fuck. I mean, seriously, just no one gives a shit. There's more important things, to, put the money into. It doesn't stop liberal NIMBYs from bitching and whining all the fucking time, though. Or conservatives. That's too bad. I just really want to spark up in front of a cop and he can't do shit. Well, I mean, also, like, it's still kind of a coin toss with that, too, because some cops will just not give a shit anyway. Like, if they could just, like, some cops will tell that, alright, you're just a dude walking on the, like, side of the road, just hanging out with your buddy, smoking a J, I don't give a fuck. Like, I mean, every now and then, though, that's not as common. Though it happens. I personally want to take the gamble, but some people just literally do not give that much of a fuck. They just don't give a shit. I guess just that, like, confident, no fuck attitude also kind of, I guess in a way helps with that. Because if you're just kind of minding your business with this confident, like, I'm, doing my thing, and just like, just like moving with purpose, basically, then yeah, like, cops are not going to really look at you as suspectedly.
See, I like this better, honestly.
Eh.
What do you mean, eh?
Shouldn't have done it.
I like it better this way, honestly.
You're gonna smooth it out?
What, the edge?
Yeah.
No. It's gonna be raw, just like this. Because I don't really wanna. If I smooth it out, there's you run the risk of fucking the paint on this.
Oh, but grinding it down is, totally fine for you.
No. I just trimmed it. Some purist out there is gonna see this one day and be like, "You damn kid!"
I'm saying that basically.
Yeah, but you don't count.
Fuck you.
You're young, and I slightly don't give a fuck about your opinion.
Wow. Well, go fuck yourself then too, faggot.
Fuck you! I said slightly don't give.
Yeah, slightly implies a lot more, lack of
I said
fuck.
slightly don't give
yeah,
shit.
sure, fuck you, Well, you said slightly, well, I entirely don't give. Wow.
We need less people that give a fuck in this nation.
Well, I mean, I don't, about what specifically, I guess I would say. That one's a little more complicated. That needs elaboration to me.
Oh, what? You need clarification of what I'm talking about? I'm talking about everyone needs to stop being pussy little bitches about and getting offended by every little
Okay,
thing
that I
people
agree
say.
with. Alright, that I'm fine. Alright, we're Gucci.
I'm just like, god damn, people fucking
If we're
shut
talking
the fuck
if we're
up.
talking about not giving a fuck, and being like, hey, those French, who gives a fuck, let's not, try to copy what they're doing and revolt
fuck
against
those
the system.
Frenchies.
No. Like based French, dude. They're literally revolting against their fucking system because their government's pro austerity preaching fucks. And the French know how to fucking have a little bit of a revolution. And it's fucking great.
It's like a revolution.
Damn right. See, we need to have that fuck to give.
It's like we need that shit.
Exactly.
Alright, back to what I was doing.
And then back to me grinding this bowl and getting it ready to smoke up so I can go to work. Ugh, lame. At least Onion Nuggets will be live later today. No.
God damn it.
God damn it! The fuck is he doing now? What else is he cutting into? Jesus. Aye. Whoa. Really? We're whoa over there? Oh my god. There we go. That is so annoying right now. I just had a coffee, I've smoked some weed, I am awake, but god damn it, is my brain still not awake enough for this shit. I'm actively feeling a headache. Is that door closed? I mean, bruh. He cannot hear me for fucking shit. Aye. Christian fascists like Steph Douche should be happy I'm not in charge. I'd ban their holy book in a heartbeat. I'd just ban them all holy books if we're gonna be, well, why be, exclusive to just one? At least I would do so for, public, shit. It's like, oh yeah, you want this out in public? Well, too bad.
tell me that doesn't look cooler. Besides, I fucked the paint up just a little bit on this one. Some more advertisement. No blank space. More advertisement.
The blank space is meant to be part of the. Oh my god! Because that blank space is meant to be added to and shit, where you can.
Well, actually, no. The bottom part was supposed to be for like prices and shit.
Yeah.
These will probably never leave me until I die. And then whoever inherits them, Suzuki will be like, yeah, he defiled them, Si. He defiled them.
Yeah.
I actually cut that pretty fucking straight. I usually can't cut metal straight. I'm actually proud of myself.
The Heartless Pound, lol.
Japan Online too.
Anyway, get off to work, so
Fucking hate Spotify.
peace out. And of course, I'll be back around for the next one.
Spotify can kiss my ass. You going to work?
Yeah.